My name is Alyssa Ledbetter, and I'm the math coach at Golden Gate Elementary School. Today you're going to be stepping inside a 4th grade classroom where the teacher, Mr. Distelrath, will be teaching a lesson focusing on Marzano element number 18, helping students examine reasoning. The lesson will focus on multiplication and have students solve problems that involve errors and misconceptions. The purpose of this lesson is to not only have students examine the reasoning of others, but also help them examine their own errors in reasoning. This will ultimately lead them to becoming more efficient mathematical thinkers.
So for his homework last night, Jose had to solve this problem, 76 times 84, okay? This is the work that Jose showed. He used the area model to solve, and then this was his final answer of 912. What I want you guys to do on your whiteboards is I want you to examine the work that Jose did, and I want you to tell me, do you agree with his thinking or do you disagree? And why do you think that? I've had some time to work and look at Jose's answer and his thought process. We're going to share with our shoulder partners to discuss whether you agree with his thinking or whether you disagreed with it, okay?
I disagree with his thinking because he put an 8 instead of an 8. I think he made this mistake because he didn't check his work.
Whether they agree or disagree.
No, because he needed a 0 next to the 8.
I
This
disagree
is
because
the right answer.
I heard some really good conversation from the tables that I went around to about your thinking. Who agreed with Jose's thinking? Do we agree is his answer 912? Okay. Who disagrees with his thinking? Okay. Now, I want to discuss why you guys were able to examine and disagree with Jose's thinking. And one board that I really liked was Ellie putting an 80 right here. He put an 8. Why might he have put an 8? Why do we think? Why might he have just put that 8? Because, I mean, this is an 8 right here. This is an 8 and this is a 4. What's incorrect about that? Yeah.
Like maybe he got mixed up. That was his first place, and then the 4 he thought it would be the 10th place. Maybe he got confused by his places, like 1s, 2s.
So maybe he got confused with this place value, 1s and 10s. Because again, what should this be an 8 or what should it be? Glory.
It should be an 80.
Perfect. It should be. We are going to do next. Around the room, there are some poster boards or Post-its like this, and they have a math problem on it. As a table, while you guys are working, I put an index card. At one index card at each table. It has a problem on it, and it has an error. Okay? The error is going to tell you what mistakes someone would make when they were solving that problem. And you're going to kind of create a situation just like we did here with Jose's. Everyone has a different error, okay? So as a table, you're gonna have to come together and create a poster using a multiplication problem with that error in it. And then later on, you guys are gonna travel to each station and try to figure out what error did the person create, okay?
6,052.
6,052. Does anyone agree with Ivan's thinking? Okay, very good. So now that you guys have the correct answer, on your poster board right here, 89 times 68, what error do you guys have to show? What did your card want you to show?
To add so maybe we can like not carry the 1.
Okay, so what do you guys, what was your actual answer, your correct answer?
it was
7,812. Okay, do we agree with Matthew's thinking? 7,812? Okay, so what error do you guys have to do?
We have to do two facts.
So you have to show 2 facts getting multiplied incorrectly? Okay.
I think we should do this.
What could you do?
That one and the 24. Yeah.
I think we should do both.
What it says forgot was to add correctly. Maybe no, we're not carrying the 1s.
Maybe we could add like
So
one more to this.
when we don't carry the 1.
Actually, that would be 2 on it.
Alright,
When we
so what
don't
do you
carry
guys
the
do?
1 and 15, then it's just gonna be like.
There's gonna be 19. There's gonna be a 9 instead of the 0, and then there's only gonna be 1. No, wait, there's gonna be nothing on top of.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1. No, there should because
I would take it.
we are
so explain to me, what were you guys doing?
We did, instead of putting 90, we put a 9 and a 6, and here we put a 10, that's the 18th right number. We're going to add the 10 and the 9 to make it a 90 instead of a 900.
Why might a person do this instead?
Maybe they got mixed up with their value place. Like maybe pretend they think this is the ones place and they think
Okay.
it's like the ones place.
So they just don't know place value. Okay.
Yeah.
Now in our new groups, okay? You guys came together with your old groups at your table, showed what error your card told you to make. Now you're in brand new groups, okay? And you're gonna kind of do like a merry-go-round. You know how you go, a merry-go-round goes around and around? You guys are now gonna rotate around the room. Now, the nice thing is, at each center, there is an expert who was there to begin with when the original group solved the question. So the 4 new people at the group are going to work on this question on your recording sheet. Okay, so this group right here is number 3. So they're going to, the new people to this group are going to be filling in the recording sheet. They're gonna look at what work is on the table. And then once everyone has filled in the recording sheet, the expert is then going to say what the error is, and then you guys are gonna kind of discuss why might a student have made that error. So your 3 and 4 new people to the group, you're gonna be examining the question and the work to see, okay, what error do I think they made? Think about the errors that you saw when you created your own, the one we saw earlier today too. So that's what we're gonna be doing now, and then we're gonna rotate. So you get a chance to go to each station, and the expert will then explain what the error taking place is. Let's see, so make sure, I want you guys to start solving, except my expert already has this solved. Okay, so you guys can start filling in your recording table, and does anyone, I don't wanna know yet, but does anyone see what the error in this one might be? Okay, so Ivan has an idea.
They did 8 plus 7, which is 15. They forgot to borrow, and then they did 8 plus 5, which is 6, which is 19. And they forgot to borrow again, and that's the incorrect answer.
You see what the correct answer is. You see the answer that they came up with their error. What error did the student make when they were solving it? Ivan, what do you think?
I think that they weren't paying attention to their values or their zeros.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
I mean, well, because this is, because 6 times 4, that's 24, but they need to add 1 0 because a 60 has a 0, so they need to add it there. The 2 errors are that they did 8 times 7, they did 8 times 7, they put 56, then they did 8 times 0, which then they added those 2, that's what they got.
So what did they forget to put in? Now that we have rotated through all of the different multiplication problems, what were some of the different types of errors you guys noticed as you went from station to station to station to station? Alejandro, what's an error you saw?
People forgetting to put the 0 on the numbers.
So like when you're multiplying, not carrying it all the way through. Good, that's a good error. This question is, and I kind of heard this as we were going around, when I was going around, what was the easiest error to find? So when you went through all 4 stations, what was the easiest error to see? Manny, what do you think?
I think it was where they forgot to add the 0 when they were breaking point.
Did anyone else agree with Manny when they were the most difficult one to spot? What error was the most difficult one to spot? Aim, what do you think?
Like the one that forgot to carry the 1.
So you were, when you were doing addition, okay? Why was that one so hard to spot? What would make that one a little more difficult to spot? That was station 1. Ivan, what do you think?
Because we know that 7 plus 8 is 15, but we don't carry the 1s. We only put the 5 there, and then we don't pay attention. We only pay attention to the basic numbers, not the other
Your
numbers.
tens place. And was the work up here correct?
Yes.
Their multiplication was correct. Okay, their error came down here when you actually had to go through and add. It wasn't something you could just look at, just like this one, and I believe station 2 had the errors where they didn't break it up properly. You could just look at it like, that's a mistake. Juan, you have anything to add?
That they must have got it difficult because they meant to think that we got it right because how we did our multiplication rate.
Yeah, multiplication again is perfect right here. It's just at the end, basic part is where we made our error, and that happens. So, you saw 4 different types of mistakes, and 5 going back to our launch. What does this teach you? Why do you think we did this today? What was the purpose of us showing you incorrect work? Because normally we want you to have, work that's correct, and myself and other teachers say, go back and check your work. Why do I tell you that? What was the purpose of today's lesson? Fernanda.
To help you look for the error that you made.
So help you look for errors, okay? Felipe? Okay. There's that can pop up that are common, yep.
So we are more confident about our answer, and we know that we didn't make these mistakes
Why would you be more confident about your answer?
because we are sure that we didn't make those mistakes.
Okay. Christian?
Because you've been prepared,
What do you mean you're prepared?
you've experienced it.
So you've experienced and saw mistakes that could take place when you're solving a problem. In all of our problems, there was a different type of error. Like you guys said, this case, it was adding. That's at the very end. Our first one, it was breaking apart the numbers incorrectly. That's at the start. And then the 2 in the back, like this one and group 2, they had errors kind of involved in their area model. Okay, so a mistake could happen at the beginning, the middle, or the end. So that's why we wanted you to be aware of this. When I say go back and check your work, we're really going back and checking our work. Okay, we're examining every piece of evidence that we see. Look at all the possible ways we could possibly make a mistake. Okay? And you guys did a great job of catching it. I heard some great conversations from every group that I traveled to. So, job well done.